Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. We are back with a reaction. Paul Kelly, To Her Door. And this was a request by Bob. Thank you so much for this request and donation. Another Aussie legend. We keep discovering many great artists. A lot of them are from Australia. Discovered a lot of Canadians too. Man, what an amazing world do we have, huh? With all this talent. Dang, it's insane. It's insane. What a joy to be discovering all this. Let's check out To Her Door. Interesting title.
They got married early, never had no money. Then when he got laid off, they really hit the skids. He started up his drinking, then they started fighting. He took it pretty badly. She took both the kids.
Oh.
She said, I'm not standing by to watch you slowly die. So watch me walking out the door, out the door, out the door, out the door. She went to her brother's, got a little bower. He went to the buttery, he stayed about a year. Then he wrote a letter. He said, I want to see you. She thought it sounded better. She sent him up the fair.
Man, I didn't know it was going to be about this. I could definitely relate, being 3 years sober. And, you know, sometimes you come across these type of situations. And, yeah, it's a tough one to break. It's the hardest thing I ever done, to be honest. Man, beautiful how the story unfolds, right? You get a young married couple and you get a job, but then you get laid off and maybe there's not many options, and it starts to spiral downward. It's a snowball effect, right? The drinking, you start it up, and just because you want to relieve some of the stress you've been feeling and you're trying to provide, and then it spirals out of control. And then the wives take the kids. I don't want to watch you die, man. I don't want to be here and expose my children to that. All understandable stuff. It destroys a lot of things, addiction and alcohol and substances. Really, really well done. But then it seems like he went to rehab and she went away and got work, and sounds better now after a year, which, that can do that. Year sober, that's pretty big milestone, man. That's pretty big milestone. Like the way the song sounds as well. Great voice. Love the guitar in the beginning too. The strumming pattern, just good stuff, man. I like listening to songs like this. To Her Door, but right now, it's out of the door. Out the door is the lyric. Dang, I had no idea it was gonna be about this. Damn.
She sent him up the fair. He was riding through the cane in the pouring rain on a limping to her door.
Oh, okay. Okay.
To her door. To her door. And his heart was singing like a low down guitar. He came in on a Sunday, every muscle aching.
Dang.
Walking in slow motion, like he'd just been hit. Did they have a future? Would he know his children? Could he make a picture and get them all to fit? He was shaking in his seat, riding through the streets in a silver top. To her, shaking in his seat, riding through the streets in a silver top. To her door, to her door, to her door, to her door.
Wow. Hey. This song was when he was younger, right? But this picture right here, man, looks familiar. Where could I know him from? This looks more familiar than the young version. Because it makes sense, right? If I saw him around recently, maybe, or throughout the years, it looks familiar. Great song, man. And at the end, it seems like he relapsed, right? Because he sounded better at first, but then he comes in on the Sunday, he's shaken, meaning he relapsed and tried to quit again, or else he wouldn't be going through withdrawals and every muscle aching and walking in slow motion like he'd just been hit. I don't know the person, if he wrote it, if he went through this himself, because it sounds like he knows how withdrawals feels. I know. That's how you recognize the authenticity. Maybe, I've written about it too in my own writing. It's not something you wish upon your worst enemy, even if you're going through him real bad. Man, one of the most horrific, terrifying experiences I've ever went through. And that still wasn't enough to keep me sober. You keep doing it, relapsing again. It's crazy. Like, oh man, this is the most terrifying thing ever. A couple of weeks later, boom, you go. It's a vicious thing, man, vicious thing. And I really like the question: did they have a future? Would he have known his children? Like thinking, like I gotta get this monkey off my back if I want to be able to spend time with my children, make this work. Of course, that's not always enough. It's sad to say. It's brutal to say this, but it's the honest truth. You really have to also find a way to do it for yourself, or else it might not stick. It might not stick. Damn, shaking in his seat, riding to the streets in silver. Oof. I was there with him, man. Trembling, tremors, oof, sweats, hallucinations of all kinds. The visuals, the auditories, the tactile. Whew! Seems my man has been to a door. Dang. Wow. Did not know this song was going to go that way, but, he's trying. Hope he can make it work in the story. You always wonder sometimes when you have a storytelling song like this, like how does it continue? Same with a book or a film, like how do the characters continue when you turn the last page or when the movie's done and credits roll? Sometimes you wonder how they're doing now. And same with this type of song, right? Even though if it's fictional, you still wonder. So that's beautiful writing to me, which I really enjoy to get into that. It's really well written. Out the door and then trying to make your way back to her door, just to make it work and show her that you mean this, that you want to get out of this thing, man. Dang. Good song. Awesome song. Thank you for this one. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.